Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Carly, and I'm an intuitive tarot reader and clairsentient. This will be a general reading, but if you found this reading, then there's definitely something in this message for you. But please always check in with your own intuition, use your discernment, and only take what resonates. Calling in your higher selves as well as mine, calling in all the universal energies of the highest love and light. Thank you for grounding. Thank you for clarity. Thank you for protection. For the spiritual benefit of all beings and the highest good of all, and so it is. Okay, so this reading is inspired by the song "Purple Rain" by Prince. Prince's birthday was on June 7th, and the song "Purple Rain" was a song that was about his father who had attempted suicide, as well as he also expressed a longing to reconcile with his ex-lover. So those could be themes that you are experiencing in your life. So I'm going to pull from the Oracle of Awakening to get the overall energy for this reading. Thank you so much, angel spirits and guides. So we have gentleness, kindness, and compassion. Beautiful. And we have dissolve on the bottom of the deck, so you might have been attracted to the reading I did on the song 1999. But this is about detaching, okay, from anything that's been causing you heartbreak or sadness or burdens in your life, and showing compassion, showing kindness and softness, gentleness to others as well as yourself, like being, gentle here. So got my purple tarot deck. Thank you so much, angel spirits, guys. Thank you, Prince. Wow. Okay. We have the Sun, and we have Justice, and we have the Hangman. Whoa. 3 major arcanas. Okay. So definitely in life, sometimes things do not feel fair. Yeah, 5 of Wands here. Some kind of conflict, people competing with each other, ego clashes, too many cooks in the kitchen, this type of thing, right? And this is like internal struggle. So sometimes, well, most of the time, we don't know what's going on with other people, the internal struggle. And things may seem unfair, and it causes conflict in the mind and the soul. It creates conflict. But something is being illuminated for you here with regards to joy and success and abundance and feeling, renewed vitality. Yeah, sometimes you just don't know what's going on inside another person here. And like the Justice talks about balance and harmony being restored. Okay, where one person, some people might be in this energy of just being really happy and excited, and they seem really successful and everything's all wonderful for them. And then some of us might be in this energy of the Hangman energy, which is feeling kind of stuck and stagnant and, needing. But what's really, the Spirit's really asking for here is to take a pause and to try to see and feel things from other people's perspectives, especially if you've been dealing with, situations where there's been a lot of conflict and confusion and ego clashing and stuff like that. There's a call here. These are 3 major arcana, so this is like highly spiritual work. Okay. Because I do feel like there's something that's not in balance here. And it's because we're all connected. And so, if one of us is feeling stuck or stagnant in some type of energy, then it does affect the whole, whether you realize that or not. But there is some kind of enlightenment coming in here. There's wisdom with the hangman energy. There's a release. There's a surrender. Okay? To a higher power, to divine justice at work. There is a call here to be kind and compassionate towards one another, because, like I said, you just never know what's going on inside another person's heart, soul, and mind. So trying to be gentle, be soft with each other. The sun, spirit. We have the world, another major arcana. My gosh. Whew. This is a leveling up, okay? It's like a greater awareness with regards to our collective success, our collective elevation, our collective peace and harmony through gentleness and kindness and compassion and being soft with one another. Wow, another major arcana, the Temperance. It talks about being patient. It talks about being willing to experiment and see what works, regulating your emotions. This talks about miracles happening. I'm going to freak out if I get another major arcana with this hangman. Being patient, kind, and loving, tempering your energy, okay? Hangman. There's something here where it's like there's been some kind of conflict, mental conflict, or something like that that's being worked out. Literally, as I say that, the Six of Wands and the Two of Cups. This is the energy of victory and triumph, okay? After letting go of whatever, mental conflict, the ego, something like this. It's like resolving something through the energy of kindness, patience, compassion. This is how balance is restored. And the Six of Cups with the Six of Wands with the Two of Cups, this is victory and triumph. This is overcoming that Five of Wands. The Five of Wands to the Six of Wands. This is leveling up in a major way. Opening your heart to communicate and being willing and able to see things from another person's perspective and share your hearts. And the snake energy is like the caduceus, it's like healing. So even imbibing of like healing elixirs or herbal medicines or something like that helps open up the lines of communication. You're receiving a lot of wisdom and guidance here, and I feel like, this could even be the energy of like getting a lot of attention or something. This is a lot of like divine intervention here. So be soft, be gentle, be kind, be compassionate, be patient, and trust that things are working out for you, okay? There is an energy here of successfully opening up lines of communication and being able to see things from a new perspective and gain wisdom and gain insight and having a victory, a triumph here, finding balance and harmony again, the Wheel of Fortune. This is divine timing and orchestration. This is things finally turning in your favor. Okay? And it's directly related to the stories that we tell ourselves, that we tell others, that others tell us, that we project into the world, so that you can be, Things can be going well, or they can be going not so well. But I feel like this is a change, from the Five of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. It's a change in the way that you see relationships. The Justice card, Libra, Tower, the sudden change here. There's a sudden change here after doing some soul searching. There's a spiritual partnership. Look at all these major arcanas. Like, really, you might want to go and listen to the 1999 reading. This is about connecting back to source, God, creator energy. Trusting the universe. Like, your success here with the Sun and the Six of Wands is assured. I feel like the only thing that's required of you is to be patient, continue to be kind, compassionate towards yourself and others, right? And to be able to let go of whatever this mental conflict is. See, there could be this energy of having fear, having doubt of the unseen. And because you can't see what's coming towards you, you're resisting it with your ego, with your fighting, with your bickering, with your trying to compete or something like this. This is an energy of sort of letting go and letting God work things out for you, okay? I want to read this gentleness card. I'm so grateful for this reading. Thank you, Spirit. This energy of like surrendering brings in exactly what you're wanting. Surrendering the ego, surrendering the doubt, surrendering the fear, surrendering the worry. It's beautiful. So yeah, I'll link the 1999 video at the end of this. It says, my gentleness is a gift to myself and others. This card is firstly an invitation to be gentle with yourself, and secondly, an opportunity to share kindness with others. Are you stressed out? That's the Five of Wands. Expecting more from yourself than you are capable of at this moment? Or are you being hard on yourself in an unhealthy way? Can you treat yourself with some kindness you would show a friend in need? Maybe there is a need for more softness in your interactions with family or others in your life. Have you set up so many boundaries and rules of engagement that others can barely reach you? If you have recently been easily offended, quick to anger, or ready to push others away for not living up to your expectations, is it a time to lighten up on yourself and those who surround you? Compassion is loving kindness and gentleness in action. It is the gift of accepting who you are right now. It is allowing others to be where they are without judgment or expectation. It is a friendly presence in the face of uncertainty and suffering. And that's just Two of Cups. Somebody, there could be this energy of like, somebody just feeling stuck or feeling stagnant, and this is like this energy of Two of Cups is like somebody willing to, recognize you and still see you as victorious in this energy, still see you as enlightened, as beautiful, and this beautiful energy of surrender and release. So it is a friendly presence in the face of uncertainty and suffering. It is the blessing of kindness and caring without attachment to the end result. Where can your life use a little gentleness right now? And so the affirmation with this gentleness is, in this moment, I am offering gentleness and non-judgment to myself and others. Wow. And this is what restores balance and harmony in your life. Giving patience to others, then you attract others who are then patient with you, being able to temper your energy, even if not, especially when things feel unjust and it creates some kind of conflict in your soul or in your mind, some kind of struggle here. So again, this energy, the purple rain, right? The purple rain, it was a song about Prince's father who attempted suicide, and also his longing to reconnect with one of his ex-lovers. So, there could be that here. This reconnection is like, could be platonic, or it could be love, but it's something that's kind of out in the open with the Six of Wands. It's out in the open, it's public. And for some of you, this could be this energy of like you've been waiting for someone to go public, the Sun and the Six of Wands, to publicly express how they feel in some type of way. Just be gentle, be patient. There is something miraculous healing for you, some kind of miraculous healing here where justice and balance will be restored. This is a stroke of good luck, good fortune, divine timing, being in the right place at the right time, mentally, emotionally, being prepared. So I'm going to pull one card from the Lumens Oracle for the messages here, Spirit. Seriously though, this is divine intervention, and this is you letting go and just like letting Spirit handle it, and just staying in this energy of deep surrender and trust. Remaining loving, patient, kind, gentle, soft. And we have death. Whew. This energy of death, rebirth, transformation, this is what comes after the Hangman. Caterpillar, butterfly. This is a complete transformation, okay? And that's why you're being asked to surrender. It's a spiritual transformation, right? And then you have get creative on the bottom. Look at the wings. Like, use this conflicting energy to maybe pour into some kind of creative outlet while you're waiting for things to become more clear, while you're in this deep surrender. I will read the death card. Major transformation here in your life. Deep spiritual surrender. So death. This card signals that an ending, change, or metaphorical death is currently happening or on the horizon. It may feel like the universe is stripping things away from you. You may feel shaken, raw, and uncertain, and that is okay. This period is a preparation for what is to come. New adventure and abundance is making its way to you, and it needs space. Sometimes we get too focused on the things we need to get rid of, or the things that need to die, that we are not inviting new things into our life. When we bring in more life, it is easier to allow things to die. If you find yourself in a period of death, try to incorporate some new things you can enjoy to create balance. I feel like for some of you, just getting out there, right? Getting out there, meeting up with friends or a particular friend as you go through this process. Someone who is kind and gentle and patient, is someone who is compassionate, who understands that you're going through some kind of major spiritual awakening here, and that maybe you're feeling fragile right now. There could be something that's happened in your life here where there was some kind of conflict that created a shift, a big shift. It may have started out as something small, but it's turned into a major spiritual awakening here. And remember, you will emerge triumphant. I feel like some of you just getting out there allowing yourself to be seen, or just connecting, with other people heart to heart in a way that is healing and loving and gentle. Because Spirit is asking you to make room for the new experiences. And be patient with your process, okay? Really, really patient. Allow there to be room in your life for the miraculous to occur. But your patience is required because there's a lot of divine intervention here, and this is like divine timing and orchestration. This is the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new chapter. That's what the Wheel of Fortune represents. So whether you're feeling unfortunate or feeling like something was unfair or unjust, just know that things are shifting around for you to welcome in new energies. There is this energy of definitely moving forward. So I'm going to get a couple more messages from the Healing and Clarity Oracle for this group. We have Neroli and Tangerine. I am playful. Look. Like I said, this is energy here, especially with the Sun and the Six of Wands. It's like getting into a more playful energy, allowing yourself to be playful. You might have been feeling like you have so much to do. Spirit's wanting you to just, take breaks, take a pause, whether it's in a spiritual sense or in a material sense. Like you may have been like, oh, I got so much to do. I'm so burdened. It's just unfair how much work I have to do here. And so Spirit's wanting you to, be playful, affirm that you are playful, and let the burdens of responsibility go in this moment and look at your world through the eyes of a child. So again, there's this energy of return to innocence with the Sun. Your innocence, childlike, creative nature. You're definitely leveling up here. And this is a card of unity. And so you may have been feeling, like I said, unstable or out of balance in some type of way, emotionally dysregulated, processing a big change in your life here with the Death card. But it says you are aware, okay? The Sun is illumination. So your higher self is very aware that, like, yes, you are closing out cycles here with the World card, the Death card. There's things happening, in the 3D as well as the 5D. Cycles are closing out. Chapters are closing out. And so you are strengthening the connection between your energetic and physical bodies to help you manifest your goals. And that's the Sun energy. So you could be spending time outdoors, soaking up some vitamin D, some sunshine, and that could be very revitalizing for you. Synthesizing vitamin D, and something, about you releasing heavy burdens. Letting go of what's not yours. And again, just being so patient with your process, because like the caterpillar to the butterfly is this whole process of kind of being turned inside out and becoming something completely new. I just get you kind of letting go, cutting loose a little bit here. Yeah, cutting loose with the Hangman and the Justice. And like going out and having a good time with friends, or spending some time with a loved one, someone who knows and understands your heart and is gentle and kind and caring with you, patient with you. On the bottom of the deck, we have Ignite with Blue Tansy. And yeah, you might be asking yourself, where do I go from here? I don't know. But it says, allow life to flow through me. I allow life to flow through me. And that's this energy of the Hangman, this release, this surrender. It says, inspiration has arrived and will work through you as you move forward. Indeed. You definitely see me moving forward here. Working on the sacral chakra, that's where you're being asked to get creative, in terms of your thoughts, your words, your actions. You may feel like you have so much to do and you've just been so hung up on all the things you got to do and you don't feel like you have time to do the things you want or whatever. That's not true. So there's this energy of letting go of the burden of whatever's been, you've been in conflict with yourself about, whatever has felt unjust, whatever has felt out of balance. It's like kind of just releasing that energy and letting the universe work it out, because you are going through a major spiritual awakening, a major spiritual transformation here. This is a level up. And anything that you're doing outside here, connecting with nature or anything like that, is going to be very helpful, because it creates this connection between your energetic body and your physical body, and that is what's helping you manifest your goals. So it's kind of like rising above the challenge here. And so I'm just going to pull a couple more messages from the Starlight Oracle. I got all my purple decks out. So happy birthday to the Prince. We have reevaluate. Then in the starlit sky, we still look for the falling stars. In the starlit sky, we still look for the falling stars. So again, I just have this feeling here like we need to be very sensitive to one another. Because you just never know what's going on inside a person. Why there's a lack of patience or some kind of emotional dysregulation or an inability to be fair or to see things from another person's perspective. You never know what's going on inside another person. So I feel like for some of you, reaching out to someone after spending some time sort of reevaluating the changes that are taking place, the endings, the new beginnings. Other messages here? Navigate. Beacons of light in the sky are there to guide you, right? So we have the sun here. It's like Spirit is trying to guide you in some particular way back to your own happiness, your own joy, your own experience of success, of, creativity and, this childlike energy. This could be travel too. Like traveling really helps change your perspective on things. So some of you could be traveling, you could be moving to another state or another country or something like that. And there could be people around you that don't see that feel like this is not fair, or, something like that with the Justice card. But this is your spiritual process. This is part of your spiritual awakening. So through the eyes of the Creator, through the eyes of Source, this is about bringing balance and harmony back into your life. This is about healing your life, especially healing from any kind of karmic contracts that you've had. Okay? This is alchemizing. This is taking experiences that have been difficult and challenging and turning it into gold. That's what the alchemist does. So you may not understand why things are happening, but Spirit wants to remind you that everything that happens for you, not to you. So you're not a victim, and you are emerging victorious here. Very wise, enlightened. and just, back into this energy of feeling innocence and playful and creative again. It's happening. One more message here. And we have the light. Beautiful. Without the dark, we would never see the stars, indeed. So yeah, we go through difficult times, depression, sadness, fear, uncertainty, feeling dysregulated, feeling out of balance, needing healing, needing something miraculous to occur in our life, right? And it reminds me of the quote by Augmendino. But I love the day, for it shows me the light, and I love the night, for it shows me the stars, or something like that. So, people going through a dark night of the soul, we shine our light in the world. We shine the light of truth, the light of joy, the light of love, the light of awareness into the world here, so that others can find their way. And we do this for each other. We shine our light in the world, so anyone that's in the dark, or anyone that's going through a difficult time, this process of transformation from the Hangman to the Death card can be a very scary energy. Even if it's, just metaphorically, spiritually, it can be frightening because you don't really understand what's happening. You're being asked to release, to let go, to allow things to flow. And, we saw like let go, control on the bottom of the decks. It's like the ego wants to control everything, right? The ego wants to be in control. And so, and that's why there's conflict, because the ego wants to control things, right? And so it creates friction, it creates conflict. And so I feel like this has like been, a test for you to like train your mind, like train your spirit. These people are training in this card. They're not really fighting. They're just kind of training the mind, is what I want to say, training the spirit to surrender, to fully let go. But yeah, shining your light in the dark. So remember, if you're going through a dark time, or if someone around you is going through a dark time, it's really important to come back to this place of beacons of light in the sky. Without the dark, we'd never see the stars. So shining your light in the dark, and looking, keeping an eye out, being aware. I am aware when one of our brothers or sisters is falling, or, just in this energy of feeling stuck or feeling stagnant. Okay? Because a simple conversation could change a lot with the Two of Cups. And then we have phases. Shine even when you're not whole. Exactly. Keep shining, okay? Wow. Keep shining. So this is what I have for you, for those of you who chose this reading. I hope there was something in this message for you. If it resonated with you, I'd love to hear back from you in the comments. Leave me a like, leave me a subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, there's information to do so in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I'll see you next time. Namaste.